Hi, this is part 3 of my hole drilling session. I just want to add on that when the out bay hits the stop ring with the lineup, not the even it doesn't touch the thread of the top of the casing, then the screw holes are lining up already. So that's a good sign, no matter how the casing, how the top of the casing is. If the motor needs more space up there when you put it in, then it just lines up perfect. So that's a good thing to know. Even with the casing, when the top is in and you screw everything together, the motor, the grains are in, it can sometimes fluctuate, like I think a 16 or an 8, I don't know, I didn't read the papers, but it's a good thing that that is lined up, that is a solid lineup for the holes. So I don't need to drill any holes in black rock if I assemble the rocket. So this part is actually finished and done. The motor is really solid in the tube, in the booster. Sorry, Jason. Maybe I can get it out again. Maybe I don't. I don't know. Okay, but now I'm going to drill. I'm going to drill the parts, the screws that holds in the closure of the bay in the nose cone. That's what holds the RTX and the phone, the transmitter, so and the Bluetooth. So inside there is a kind of a space that a really nice space, actually, really kind of big. You can put all kinds of stuff in there. But then this is a retainer, 75 millimeter retainer. So that screws on to close that bay. Now this is going to have the shock cord on it. Plus, there's an inner loop, epoxied on the side, where the shock cord will be attached to. So 2 points where the shock cord is going to be attached. Now this closure goes in on the side, and then you bring it up, and then you close it. Now these screws here, the holes here, are for where that holds the retainer in place, that it doesn't rotate when it's on the parachute. So it's kind of like sixteen and a quarter. That's the 16 and a quarter. That's the top of the. It's halfway. That's actually halfway. So 16 and a quarter. If we get 16 and a quarter there, I have the holes marked already. It's going to be 3 holes at the same distance of each other that I'm going to drill. And I don't have the screws yet. I gotta get them today. I just want to double check the measurement, because I got it embedded in a lot of epoxy, JB Weld, washers and everything, so it does not separate, or I hope it doesn't come apart when the parachute comes out. Now this is a lot of epoxy, so I have to make sure that I have that covered when I put the screws in. That's like a ½ inch. So again, I measure the bottom of the retainer 16 and an 8. That's 16 and a quarter. If I go 16 and a quarter up, that's where the screw holes are. And a quarter. Okay, that's where the screw holes are gonna be. So I just only drill to the fiberglass. This is all carbon fiber up till here. This is fiberglass, so I have signal of the RTX and the foam. So this is one. That's kind of a little bit a lot. Okay, that comes right there. So that's right there. That just passes a ring. Now let me put this in and see how far, and then I can mark it on the. This is really tough to get this in with a loop. Yeah, it's going to be kind of really some kind of a fight. No, it's right there. So I close it up. And then I might screw a little bit. Yeah, it's touching. So I just want to see where I am with the. Normally I'm good in measurements, but as my boss said, Freddy, you screwed up again. Okay, I'm going to screw this off. Yeah, this is a freaking fight. Because there's the bump of the epoxy and where the cord is attached. And it's a bump that gets it. I didn't get it. Okay, so now I try to find. Oh, it's right here. It's a little bit low, but it's perfect. It's really perfect. I should go an 8 up, but I leave it as it is because that's exactly where I want it. It cannot go any tighter, so that's a good deal. This is the second hole I'm drilling now. And this is number 3. I think I hit. Okay, now I'm gonna put this back in, and then I'm gonna see how much. I think the screws are just gonna be a 1/4 inch or so, a 1/4 inch screws. But for the bottom part, I might get at least 1/2 inch screws there. Now put this back in. Okay, it's not all that hard. Oh shit! It's not all that hard if you pass that. That bump, that epoxy bump. I don't want to sand it down more. I really want to keep it as it is. It's epoxy and carbon fiber. Okay, this is closed up. This is closed up as good as it gets. One screw. 2 screws. 3 screws. The screws are Ooh, just they're very small, kind of an 8 or so. Good that I measured this before I go to the store. So just want to double check it how much that is. I can what I can do, I can just grind actually the point off a little bit. Yeah, it's a quarter. I'm gonna go for a quarter and just grind them down. But these are really good. This is really good progress right here. That's really a good progress. I'll take some pictures. Gonna take some pictures. And some measurements that I know what the hell am I doing. Yeah, it's just a quarter inch. Just a quarter of an inch. So that's gonna work out nice. Now I'm gonna take the retainer out. Yeah, it's kind of pretty hot inside here, so I hope the phone gets some cooling, or I make an air conditioning inside. Man, this is so... I gotta get past that point. No return. Okay, it's actually not so bad. Sometimes I miss that. There you go. Okay. Oops. It goes back again. Okay, now I see where the some is a little bit higher, some is a little bit lower, but anyway, it's in the right position. It's where I need it to be. So we're good on all the holes right now. So shear pin holes are next. The top needs a vent hole because it's really the RV actually sucks in there. It needs a little vent hole for sure. Then the shear pins, and then the window for the phone. I need to get a 5X iPhone, get it connected, do the test with the radios, hook it up, do the test, and see how far that goes in extreme heat. I want to measure how hot it gets before it shuts down. Okay, this was part 3. We're moving over to part 4 in the next couple of days. Thank you for watching.